Hello and welcome back to a new video. Now you may well be wondering why I'm standing here in a cardigan and a scarf with my sunglasses on my head on a warm summer day, which it is today. And the reason is because I wanted to talk to you about what to wear for travelling. I know a lot of you will be heading off on holiday now the holiday season is here. I wanted to give you my top tips for what I wear and why, which has taken me a good few years really to perfect. So before we get into the video, I'm just going to take some of this off because I am quite hot. Okay, so let's talk about great travel outfits. Now for me, travelling, if that's on short haul flight, a long haul flight, whether it's a long car journey, comfort is always important. And the other thing I find is that the temperature fluctuates. I quite often get cold when I'm on a plane for a long time. Equally, sometimes if you're on a long car journey, you can get too hot. So having layers is really important. So the pieces that I start with pretty much always are my good old favourite Eileen Fisher trousers. I mentioned these in the last video. I will link that for you here where I did a kind of a shopping video for you. But these trousers, I have them in several different colours, and depending on the colour scheme of my capsule wardrobe that I'm taking on holiday with me, I will take trousers in a colour that works with that. So in this particular example, I'm wearing my chocolate brown ones. Now over the top of that, I have then got a linen long line t-shirt, because I like a long line top that comes down over the tummy area of these trousers to sort of the top of the hip really. So I've got a linen t-shirt. Now linen's great if it gets warm because it can keep you cool, but equally it can keep you warm if it gets a little bit cool. So I'll go for a linen t-shirt that's breathable. Also this kind of linen jersey doesn't crease too much, so it still stays looking reasonably nice even if it's a long flight. And then over the top of that, I will pop a cardigan. Now, depending on where I'm going and how warm it's going to be when I get there will depend on what type of cardigan I'll take with me. So in this example, I've just put on one of my waterfall cardigans. I'm going to show you a second example in a minute. So cardigan over the top of that. The great thing about these jersey cardigans is that you can roll them up and put them into your bag if you decide to take it off during the flight. They do roll up quite small, but equally again they don't really crease too much, so if you're sitting in them for a long time they work really well as well. And then I will nearly always add a scarf, and the reason I do this is because it gives me another layer of warmth if I need it. It also adds a little bit of chicness to my outfit, because even if I'm going on a plane, I'm not somebody who wants to sit in joggers and a t-shirt. I still want to look quite nice. And of course, if you're hoping that you might get an upgrade, this is another tip, is to make sure that you look smart rather than, you know, just turning up in something really casual. And talking about casual, I wouldn't travel in jeans, not so much because they're casual, but because of the comfort factor. For me, these trousers work brilliantly because they stretch, they move, they're comfortable. There's nothing to undo when you're in those tiny little toilets. They just pull on, pull off. They're really easy and comfortable to wear, and quite often when I get to wherever I'm going, they will become part of the wardrobe as well. So the reason why I pack a scarf is because I like to not only look stylish, but the scarf also works as a shawl for the evenings if I want something that's, you know, got a little bit more warmth to it. I can also use it perhaps as a sarong, but also quite often if I'm on a plane, what I will do is I'll roll it up and I'll use it, you know, as an extra pillow for my head as well. And the fact that it rolls up quite small, it can go into your hand luggage if you decide, when you're on the plane that you don't need it. So a scarf pretty much always goes with me as well. And then talking about your hand luggage, I really like, and I've mentioned before, these bags from Longchamp. The reason I like them, they do fold up so that you can put them away into your main luggage if you decide you don't want to use it on the journey home. They're also great as a beach bag or a tote whilst you're away. Now this one is getting a little bit scruffy, but I have had this bag probably for 15 years. They have leather handles, so they're nice and strong. They're also made of this really strong, durable fabric. They don't rip on any of the straps or anything like that. I've used this. I use these, I've got 2 of them. I use them every week when I go shopping for food as well. They are absolutely brilliant, and they're not ridiculously expensive. They do come in different sizes as well. So I take one of these as my hand luggage because it's a decent size, but also, you know, you can squash it up a bit if you need to make it a bit smaller. And then inside here, I will often pack a little crossbody bag as well. So that will have things like my passport, my phone, money in it, or alternatively I might put those just inside the bag and pack this up with my jewellery. So if I was travelling short haul and I just had a carry-on bag, then that's what I might do with this one. And I will link a video here which I did about packing for a 2-week holiday in a carry-on bag, and you'll see that I've done that with this little bag. And then the other thing that I like to wear at the airport, or when I arrive at least, is my sunglasses, because again it gives you that sort of chic air. You know, you celebrities are always wearing their sunglasses inside, so again, if you're hoping that you might get an upgrade, that little touch just might make a difference. Then the final part of the outfit is a pair of slip-on shoes, because there's nothing more aggravating when you get to the airport and you go through security. And they don't all do this, but a lot of them now do. You have to take your shoes off as you go through the security. And so if you're wearing trainers or something like that and you've got to unlace them and mess about with them, it's such a pain. So something that slips on works really well. The other benefit that I find from a pair of slip-on shoes is if it's a long haul flight, I will take them off, pop them under the seat in front of me, and I'll put on a pair of socks to keep my feet warm. They do often give you socks, but it's quite nice to pack a pair of cashmere or cotton socks perhaps of your own. And if you do suffer from swelling during a long haul flight, which is common, you know, your feet quite often swell up a little bit. Sometimes with a pair of shoes, it's quite hard to get your feet back into them when you get to wherever you're going. So I find that slip-on shoes just work really well. So those are the sort of key pieces of my formula for a travel outfit. So I'm going to show you another one which is very similar. It's got all the same kind of formula again, but in a different colourway. So I've got the Eileen Fisher trousers in navy blue. This time I've gone for a long line top which is printed. Now you might think the white isn't too practical, but I have worn this outfit on several long haul flights and it's been absolutely fine. I like this top because it's easy to wash out, it's lightweight, it's comfortable to wear, and it's quite stylish as well. And then I might pop over that a navy linen cardigan. This one's a nice long line one, so if it is chilly you can wrap it around your leg, and a toning scarf for all the same reasons that I mentioned before. And then I do have this same bag in navy as well, and I will show you with this one how easy it is to fold it up. So you start at the bottom and you'll see when you get it, it has a crease in it, and you literally just fold it like that, fold the two sides in which are also creased, you fold it in half, and then the little flap that does it up, you just popper it together, and so you can pop that into your luggage. So I would highly recommend those bags, and obviously, as I said, they do come in other sizes as well. They do come in bigger versions if you wanted a bigger version, and little tiny ones as well. So that's my quick formula for a travel outfit, which I find works for me, whatever the form of travel is. So I will link for you that packing video as well, because I'm sure you'll find that useful. And if you've got any questions, leave them down in the comments section. If you like this video, as always, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, again, I would love it if you did. And other than that, I will see you next time. Bye for now.